This is the world's highest bounce competition, and the record we're trying to break is 13.5 meters. For perspective, that's 4 stories high, but that's not even the coolest thing about this event. You might have noticed that we're doing all of this over a river in the middle of the city. But why? You've probably already seen this sport on the internet. It's called freestyle trampolining. It's basically kids doing acrobatics on a garden trampolines at home, which is how we started out as well and started growing love for the sport. But what separates a fun hobby from a legit sport? A competition. So far, there's not many official freestyle trampoline competitions out there. We wanted to make a contribution to the sport as well and give these hardworking athletes a stage, but in our own way. We wanted to make a competition not only for the community, but for a wider audience to see. What better place to do it than the city center, and because you know we love a challenge, we're gonna make it over the river. Let us tell you how.
We're on the location and here's gonna be a big bridge and a long bridge next to it. We're setting them up at the shore right now, and tomorrow we're gonna lift them and place them above the river.
I'm responsible for everything to be built correctly. So today we are working probably 12 hours, maybe more. I'm just waiting for guys to get started, then we'll push a little bit more and then maybe we'll stop. It will be fun.
We were under quite a bit of time pressure to build the bridges on time because we had scheduled a crane for the next day. Despite the long hours, we managed to keep our spirits high.
This is so awesome! Wow!
And finish the bridges.
We set everything up and now it's time to lift the bridges and put it above the river.
And in order to do that, we brought a big yellow crane. Why are they always yellow though? Before the bridge, we had to put in the support pillars because the bridge was too heavy to stand on its own.
As soon as we level and put in the second pillar, we can start putting the bridge over.
Luckily, we had experiences, so putting the bridge up didn't pose too much of a problem. Except for the mini heart attack, when it looked like the pillars were in the wrong places. But we solved that as well, and before you know it, the bridges were up.
It's going well so far. Yeah, I'm happy with the progress.
Right now we're gonna set up our Megatramp, which is gonna be the biggest addition to this year's event.
Seeing how many of you commented that you want to try it out, we decided to do just that and enable people to give it a go. But to put the tramp up, we needed more workforce, and we started noticing some work haters that were slacking on the job.
Look how hard Gap is working. Fine, right? Yeah, everything, yeah. We're ahead of schedule, I think, for sure.
I'm just like measuring the level of the ground.
After dealing with some more work obstruction,
Very distinguished gentleman.
we got back to the job. Even though Gap was slacking, it was right. The floor was uneven, so we made improvised paddings to level it out, and after a couple of hours of building the Megatramp, the build was done. The bridges got their finishing touches done, and they were looking awesome. We also finished the fan zone, where people got a chance to try out a bunch of acrobats trampolines and our Megatramp as well. Okay, today's the day and we are ready, bridges are ready, let's meet the competitors and let's get this party started.
Let's get this party started!
It's probably the last time I'm standing on this trampoline alone, so we couldn't help ourselves but to have a quick session. Let's call it quality control. We made it super tight, so I can feel the power of it.
Well, actually, Yanni just went close to the record, I guess.
The vibe is getting higher and higher.
Yanni is getting in front of the biggest camera here.
Apparently, our event gained quite some traction, which caused us not only to appear on the local, but foreign news as well. With high spirits, it was time for what we were looking forward the most, meeting the community, to reunite with our friends and meet all the new faces that flew in from all over the world just to be a part of this amazing event.
Everybody's like eager to test out this trampoline.
So yeah, we're gonna join a little bit and double bounce them so that they are ready for tomorrow's event. As many participants were new, this was their first time trying the trampoline out. In case you can't tell by their faces. Nothing I've ever felt like that.
You just got launched like this? Nah. My body is just screaming no.
But after a while, they got used to the trampoline and started reaching some serious heights.
Pretty much everybody got used to the Megatramp real quick.
They don't go easy on it, but that's all I can say. The high jump competition is gonna be wild.
The high bounce competition is the highlight of my year.
High jump. The last one of the competitions is the one that everybody's looking forward to the most. This year, due to all the improvements of the trampoline and us being much stronger double bouncers, we have high hopes and plan on breaking the last record that currently stands at 13.5 meters. We started with the competitions. First up was the freestyle trampoline battle on 5 square, in which these athletes are amongst the best in the world. The tricks they pulled off were incredible, and it really showed the high level up to which the discipline has developed. This is not just a hobby anymore, this is a proper sport. Judges had a really tough job, so they decided to take their time and announce winners of all the competitions at the end of the night. Before diving into the main event of the night, the high jump, we had another specialty planned: the big trick competition. Unlike freestyle trampoline battles on 5 square, this one is held on the Supernova trampoline, and instead of performing a series of tricks, every competitor gets 2 chances to do their best one, and 5 coolest tricks advance in the finals. Needless to say, we saw a lot of crazy stuff, including a flying cameraman. We still have no idea where he came from. And amongst the competitors, if you look close enough, you can see me and Gab.
Okay, now it's Yanni's turn. I know he's been preparing for a special flip. I think he's got it in his pocket.
I probably have never seen a front flip Rudy in my entire life.
That was the trick I was training for some time, and yeah, it finally came together.
Up next is Gape, and he's known for going all out.
It's gonna be tight, but I think me and Yanni have pretty good chances.
As we hoped, both me and Gab got into the finals.
We're ready. A little bit nervous. Happy to be in the finals.
Job wasn't going to be easy, because we were going head to head with
Spinny the Winnie, Mr. 9, and Lil Kaboom.
Well, Spinny the Winnie is Adam Lisowski, who is a skilled cliff jumper. Lil Kaboom is Brin the Machine that actually trains with us. And of course, Mr. 9, Ernest himself.
Tension is high, this competition is nothing like you've ever seen before.
It got me nervous, but right now everything went well. Big tricks, big heights, good job.
It was fucking crazy. The emotions were like, we're gonna settle it. And now, guess what's happening?
By now, a huge crowd gathered on the riverbanks, and it was finally time for the high jump. The rules were simple. We're starting out with the bag at 10 meters. After 2 competitors manage to touch it, we'll raise it by a meter and so on. Every competitor gets 3 lives, losing 1 at a time each attempt he fails to touch the bag. Throughout the day, expectations proved to be quite high.
Between 14 and 16 meters.
He wants to do 20.
Yeah, I reckon we'll stop at 7 today.
I think you will need 15 today. I believe it is possible.
I'm excited. Let's see how high we can go. The first height of 10 meters proved to be almost too easy.
I tried to touch it with my ass, but I was a bit sideways, so I went with the leg. I'm enjoying this. I'm not nervous, I'm just like thrilled, like pure adrenaline and joy.
Competitors managed to raise the bag meter by meter, making the competition look like a joke.
The bag is at 13 meters, and Yanni touched the top of the bag. I'm definitely sure we're gonna break 15.
What's going on tonight is fucking crazy. The whole trampoline community came together, and I feel like they don't even care about who breaks the record as long as we push it to the absolute limit. It was a week full of work, sweat and tears, but it's worth it.
See, being great and the best is pretty cool, but what worth does it have if you have none to share it with? And the one thing that's even cooler than our Megatramp are the people who we get to share it with. The people that are willing to push the limits.
I'm just baffled how this is possible. But I never thought this would be the limit. And it's not the limit yet.
Right now, I'm really considering that 20 is actually possible.
But the thing about the limits is that they do exist. And we were closing in on it.
Right now, the bounces are getting super hard. I think I'm bottoming out. We're reaching the limit.
We've been pushing for the last hour. and it's taking its toll.
We were down to the last two competitors that reached 16 meters and were going for 17. It was between Ernest and Dominic. Ernest was an obvious crowd favorite.
Ernest, the one and only Ernest.
As a multiple records holder, he's one of the best recognized athletes in the sport. But that comes with a price. As the title defender, he's carrying a huge burden on his shoulders. Everybody expected him to win by a mile, but then came Dominic. He's only set foot on this trampoline for the first time yesterday. When asked how high he wants to go, he said
10 meters maybe.
7.
But here he is in the finals of the high jump competing for the world's record against notorious Ernest Branchley.
We're making history, man. Making history.
It's beyond my belief. If you told me this was gonna happen 2 days ago, wouldn't believe you.